entrepreneurs want to, like Elder Carlton said for years, they want to go for master. The majority of the 2/3 will be women. I mean, that makes sense too because more women, more Israelite women than there are men.
And women are way more wicked than men. Yeah. If I might add, women are way more wicked than men.
You want me to start talking? This is Revelation 14, verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins.
Right, these are they that were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. That's another thing about a woman. A woman it can be in the Christianity and be in the witchcraft. Yeah. Go to root doctors. That's witchcraft. All right? So they're confused, man. The scriptures speak about not being tossed and thrown to every strange doctrine. All right, that's another thing women do. They'll call themselves a Christian, but then be involved in groups and all that shit, man. That's witchcraft. How can you be a servant of God and deal with witchcraft? Scripture say I'm not suffering in which they live. All right, so that's also, and they're dealing with it's like a group. That's dealing with philosophies, man. Once you come into the truth, you only deal with the truth. Like, we don't call ourselves Christian Israelites. We're just Israelites. And Israel, being an Israelite isn't even a religion. It's a race of people.
Yeah, right. It's heritage.
It's a heritage. Yeah, it's not a religion. All right, at all. So we don't deal with religion at all, man. We just deal with the truth. This truth, the truth of the King James Bible, our heritage. Like the brother said, we just deal with our heritage. The Bible's about a heritage. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Seminole Indians. Are you good?
These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
Right, who's the Lamb? The Lord Yahweh. How you follow the Lamb? By following His truth. All right.
These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and unto the Lamb. And in their mouth was found no guile.
Yeah, redeemed among men. All right. He didn't say men anyway. The Lord said men. All right. Are you there?
And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh Shemel Shah.
Right. So they're all descendants. We forget. Before he brought that out for us, the Lord said that these are redeemed from among men. So the 144,000 are all men. All right. And you do got believers. Man, let me get what's that? Acts 5 and 11. Let me get that real quick. Thanks. 5:14. You start 13.
All right, this is Acts 5 and verse 14. And believers were the more added to the Lord.
Right, believers of the more added to the Lord.
Multitudes both of men and women.
Right, both of men and women. So you do got men and women believers. All right, so women are going to be delivered too, not just all men. The 1/3 are men and women. All right, and children. All right, 144,000 are all men, and they're all prophets of the Lord. All right, go back to Deuteronomy.
All right, back in Deuteronomy 18, verse 18. All right, and it reads, "And I will raise up a prophet from among their brethren like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him."
Right, so the Lord said, I will put in his mouth, and he will speak all the words that I commanded. All right, so you got to be called on men, that's another thing. All right, you got to be called on men, Lord himself and certain men. All right, and they teach other men. All right, through the spirit of power, and that's how it works. All right, but again, you got the reason, the way you know if it's a true man of the Lord or he's not, is the thing follow what she say. Well, a man telling you, the man five like the elders told us, I don't been in the truth about what, 7 years? 5 years ago, the elders were telling us, 5, 6, 7, when I first came to the truth, they were telling us there's gonna be no food on the shelves. They were telling us that. They were telling us it's gonna be the money is gonna be done away with. They were telling us 5, 6 years ago. All right? And the other camp, they weren't saying nothing like that.
Right.
Or they were talking about missiles and stuff like that, but the others were telling us things that's going on in the world right now 5, 6 years ago.
That's not coming out. Well,
I can't always hear you. Sorry. Are you hear it up?
All right, verse 19, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him."
Right, so if you don't listen, Proverbs 13:13, whosoever despises words will be destroyed. All right, so if you don't listen, the Most High is going to kill you, man. All right, the Lord didn't set up prophets for no reason.
All right, if I may add as well, brother, like it says in the scripture, man, it's a very fearful thing to fall to the head of power.
Let me get real quick, 2nd Esdras, I think 1 and 32.
Oh my God. 132.
Oh yeah, God.
Also in Ezekiel 33, it tells you, it talks about the prophet. If you if you pretty much, if you hearken unto the words of the prophet, you shall deliver your soul.
Yeah, yes.
That's the paraphrase.
Yeah, God, we hold this.
Yeah.
God.
I got it.
Are you here?
This is 2 Andrews 1 verse 32. I have sent unto you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain, and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hand, saith the Lord.
Right. So in the past, they would kill the prophets. There's video accounts of the prophets being rounded up, captured, all right, stoned, all right, murdered. All right.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't all the prophets get murdered except basically John?
Oh, Mustard 12?
Yeah, Khan.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. When the scholars say, like, elders went into about Peter, they said his head got chopped off. You know, it was that James Herod, I think Herod killed him, if I'm not mistaken. And, yeah, except for our forefather John, he died at old age. He was like, what, 90 years old? On the island of Patmos in jail. And he was wicked back then. He threw a 90-year-old man in prison, man. He was wicked back then, man. No mercy, no reason. Well, for their reason, for speaking against the government or whatever, but speaking against Esau, but show this man's a devil, man. But yeah, like the scripture said, I've sent you prophets, you were taking the slain, blood on the fire in thy hand. All right? So it's safe to say that the majority of the people that are coming against the prophets now are the same ones that murdered the prophets in the past. And they're doing the same thing. Only thing now, they can't get away with it because Esau lock them up. Esau throw them in prison and they murdered us now. So when they do now, they just stop and just talk trash. All right? And think they're hurting our feelings, which they're not. And we see everything coming to pass. I mean, sometimes they do get to you, but then, like I said, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They're just lost, man. That was it on that book. So really, we don't even get offended by them anymore. And then everybody's really stopping now anyway. Everybody now is kind of all ears now. All right, you don't really get too many scoffers and all that. I remember back when I first came to the truth, I'd be on the computer 2 hours arguing with somebody.
Damn.
Just cussing them up, man.
Yeah.
For like an hour straight, man. Back then. But now you don't get that now.
Yeah.
Nobody said nothing. Every now and then. You had a whole scoffer down here in town.
Yeah.
Black Smurf and all them niggas, man. And then the crooked pastor on the road. There's a scoffer, man. But now you don't see it no more.
And if I might
You don't
add,
talk no more. All right?
I would say if I might add, not everybody's saying, not everybody trying to say that microchip is the MOTB. Everybody's saying that now. Like if you like you will see like a video of like somebody, getting a chip implanted inside them. Everybody, like, you read the comments, they'll be like, "Oh, that's the mark of the beast. That's the mark of the beast." Like, who they learn that from? You know what I'm saying? Who they learn that from?
Yeah. Yeah, where you got that from? Yeah.
All right. Back to Deuteronomy 18 verse 20. But the prophet,
They'll lie and say, yeah, Most High revealed it to you. All right, man.
Oh, wait, the prophets.
but the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name which I have not commanded him to speak.
And the scriptures also, it's like thou shalt bosom the ox and turneth out the corn. All right? You're supposed to pay, give tithes
Okay.
to the prophets. You know what I'm saying?
Or that shall.
Hold on, let me get what's that? Raw and the Most High offerings. What's that? Malachi? I think it is. A Micah. He and Raw and the Most High tithes because again, people like the scripture. Lord, I wish I didn't say freely you receive, freely give. But still, it's a law you're supposed to pay tithes, especially if you pay tithes to your priest who's ever teaching.
Is it Malachi 3 and 10?
Yeah, God, it might be it.
Bring ye all the tithe into the storehouse.
Yeah, God, ye rob me.
Somebody when
Say, I ye rob me. Hold on, something like that.
It says, bring ye all the tithe to the storehouse, but there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts. I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour out. Or no, that's wrong.
It's Malachi. Malachi 3 and you can start at 6.
Got you, brother.
Yeah, you're supposed to pay. Somebody teaches you, you're supposed to pay them. All right, but you got niggas out there that get the knowledge from the elders.
Con.
And then don't pay tithes. All right, once again, the Lord, y'all was trying to say freely you receive, freely give. The elders don't ask for money, they just put breakdowns out for free. That's their job. All right, to lead the flock. All right. So when it gets sincere, you ain't got it. That's another thing. But there's people out there that got money and then talk trash about the elders and then say, what people the elders say, and then go back and say, the Most High revealed it to me.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah, but then you get videos 5-6 years ago of the elders saying that. Before you popped up like a month ago. The Most High revealed that to you. Come on, man.
What was it? Malachi 3 and what?
Malachi 3:6.
Here come.
I
I
got
was holding it.
you read that. Go ahead.
Malachi 3 verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Verse 7. Even from the days of your fathers ye are gone away from mine ordinances, and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. But ye said, wherein shall we return? Verse 8. A man rob God, yet verse 8. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me, but ye say, wherein have we robbed thee in tithes and offerings?
Right. You robbed the Most High. Why? Because you ain't paying his tithes. You going around again, you sincerely ain't got it. You say, give according to thy power. All right, but there's people out there that probably got it. But again, then they talk trash about the elders, and then they'll repeat what the elders say. Then they'll say the Most High revealed it to them. But again, there's videos of the elders saying that 5-6 years ago. It popped up 2 months ago. But the Most High gave you that. Now you come on, man. All right, you go ahead, bro.
Verse 9. Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation.
Right, you're supposed to take care of the middle of the Lord.
Con.
All right, that's why the Lord Yahushua said too, provide ye neither script nor. Let me get that too. What's that? Matthew 10.
Let me get verse 10.
Yeah, read 10.
I got you. Verse 10. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open ye the windows of heaven and pour ye out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. Do I need to write that?
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Matthew 10. I need to go.
Yeah, come.
I'm still
You
holding
start
it.
at 5.
Hold on. I think it's still 33. I gotta pull it back up, but I know it's
All right,
okay.
you
We good on Ezekiel? Or?
Oh no, we're gonna read some more.
Okay.
All right,
This is like you're jumping off topic a little bit. But
That's the
that's
spirit, man. The spirit goes in all
Yeah,
directions.
yeah, man, that's not right, man. You think like you, man. Like that one guy who's playing the harp. He talking about, I'm first duty to introduce Israel to the harp and all that stuff. Then he say, how about you can't shop by Shimmer Kapagash, and then talk shit about the elders. Like, come on, where did you get by Shimmer Kapagash from? Where did you get that from, man?
True.
Nobody was saying that to elders. Hard said it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Nobody was saying that, man. Then he talk shit about it. All the money in my pocket said he don't pay tithes to the elders, man. You get all that wisdom and knowledge. The Most High still gonna destroy it, but the Lord said that we get Matthew 7:2. That the one that says that the Lord should enter into the kingdom. All right, you there.
All right, this is Matthew 10 and verse 5. These 12, Yahushua went forth, like he sent forth, and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into the way, it's like into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils.
We're gonna be doing, Lord will, we'll elect. The elect is gonna be doing that soon too, by the way.
Yep.
All right, brothers be getting a lot of visions of brothers having spiritual powers.
If I may add in as well, I'm one of the brothers ever. I've seen a lot of visions on that, man. I haven't did any testimony on it, but I haven't seen a lot.
You gotta be attention with it.
But some of them happened. Some of the heaviest ones happened a while ago, man. But at the same time, it's like I do have each dream that I may have or vision that I may have on it. I remember what needs to be remembered.
Yeah, that's the thing about the vision. Most times we gotta be off and on a little bit.
Yeah.
Some of it don't do a lot. I'm brothers get testimony.
So as well, like you remember what I told you about, brother?
Yeah.
When we was taking flight,
There was a
it was
couple
like
you told
when
me
I
about.
landed it was like 2 of them, I believe, man.
It was a couple, yeah.
Like, we was taking flight. When I landed, I remember seeing your face, and there was some Eve next to us. I don't remember who she was.
I hope it's, I hope
From like going off memory, it looked like it was your lady. It looked like it was your real.
it was me though.
I most definitely saw your face. Lord willing, man. Hey, Lord willing, we those men.
Brothers gonna be doing that, man. Healing people. Excuse say gonna do his fame and they be letting get put to shame. That's part of that faith. You
Casting
start
out
healing
demons.
people, cancer.
Yeah.
Casting out demons, healing
Healing
people.
people.
It was good to say, in that day, thy people shall be willing.
They're
That
not
day,
power.
God,
When they see you heal somebody, and people,
they're gonna believe
oh
it.
yeah, they don't believe.
If I'm
A
at
lot of them, you still be put together.
it's not only going to be a beautiful thing for us to like witness and partake of in that power, but like think about all the brothers that got infirmities.
Yeah,
All the
Yeah,
brothers
you
who-
need to heal them.
yeah.
Yeah.
All the brothers who like who's sick. I saw some brothers who had tooth in his nose, man, but he was still trying to bless them.
Damn.
It's a wild thing, but I remember seeing it. Like it happened. It's like, hey, Lord willing, man, but like just wait till those brothers get healed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like some brothers who can't even walk. Some brothers who can't even do anything because they eternally, but they just not able to.
Like brother in Holland, he's deaf.
Oh,
All right, he
still
Most High,
pushing.
yeah, still pushing the word. Most High give him his hearing back.
hearing bad.
Yeah. The word. Hey, let me get St. John 9 too. For sure. Are you here?
All right. Cast
John
out
9
devils.
Yeah, you started one.
Cast out devils. Freely ye receive, freely give.
Right. Freely is received, freely give. So we're supposed to teach the word for free. But still, again, the scriptures also says it's two sides and balance to everything. All right, the Lord said, "Thou shalt not murder the ox to turn out the corn." He's supposed to again pay the priest. All right, for teaching. All right, that's a law. Hey, tithing is a law. That's a law. It's not something that Most High just put in. That's a law. You're supposed to tithe, pay the priest tithes. All right, which would be the Levites. But in this time, the scripture says you should be a kingdom of priests, a nation of kings and priests. So now all Israel can be a priest. That's why you see brothers of all the tribes out there teaching. All right, but the Lord gave the thumbs up for that. All right, but you're supposed to pay the priest tithes.
Yeah, like you say, you're supposed to take care of the teachers.
Yeah, Lord's gonna say that.
Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for your workman is worthy of his meat.
Right, the workman is worthy of his meat. All right, meaning that they're supposed to pay them. They're supposed to give you money. Like Elder Paul always brings out with the church in Corinth, when Paul was going to the Corinthians, they gave him a harder time. They asked him to pay tithes. They didn't want to pay tithes. They didn't want to do anything. All right? But Paul still taught anyway. Because again, like the Lord Yahushua said, which taught the Apostle Paul, he said, freely you receive, freely give. That's why you don't see us out here asking nobody for money. And through the spirit of God, Yahweh Shekau Shai, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, all right, telling you the future. All right, telling you a future events of what's going to happen for free.
The world to come.
Yeah, the world to come. All right, for free. Not even asking for nothing. Teach for free. But still, it's a balance to everything. You teach for free, but you're supposed to take care of the priest. All right?
And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy.
Right, which is the elect in these times. They're the only worthy ones in this great city of Babylon. All right? The rest ain't worthy. All right? You hear me?
And there abide till ye go thence. And then it's like, and when ye
Right, the Lord said apply to the eagle things. That's who we're not supposed to leave America. These are supposed to stay where we at. Teach to the Most High Saviors. All right?
and when ye come into a house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And
Right, a lot of houses ain't worthy, man. Yeah, there's way more 2/3 than it is elected. All right, that's it. There's a lot more elected. There's a lot more 2/3 than elected. So a lot of houses ain't worthy. All right, that's why the Lord is gonna get rid of them.
I got that John 9 and verse 1, please.
And I got that Matthew 7.
Let me get that first. That John said.
All right, this is the book of Matthew 7. I started at 19. It says, every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewed down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them.
Right, by that fruit you should know them. This is what their works. All right,
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
right. Truth and sincerity, the will of Yahweh Yahushua. All right. So again, like the topic right now, them guys that talk shit about the elders, but then teach what they teach. All right. say the Most High gave it to them in a vision. What they say and all of that. They know that they all about to be on shop before they go here. Why? Because they're doing the work of Satan, man. All right, they're doing the work of Satan. Are you here?
Verse 22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?
Right, like nah, we probably I was about to be on shop by Super Copper Gas Rocket Dot. We didn't talk shit about the man who got the knowledge from. All right, the Lord said, "Oh, let me get that account in Acts with Philip and the Ethiopian king or the Ethiopian soldier or whatever. What is Acts? Acts 8:30. Acts 8:30.
All right, this is Acts 8:30. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Elias and said, understandest thou what thou readest?
Right, so Philip went to him and asked, "You understand what you're reading?" All right, the scriptures, you can read the Bible, but can you understand it?
Yep. With all that again, get understanding.
You understand it, yeah. Every chick have a Bible. You tell them to flip it over, they tell them ask them what that means. They won't know.
Right.
They have no idea. They're proud and they'll make something up.
Right. Well, this means.
Yeah, then when you tell them correctly, bro, I don't mean that.
What it mean?
Yeah, what does it mean? What you saying is wrong. All right, you read up.
And he said, how can I accept some man should guide me?
Right, what does it mean to be guided? To be taught.
Right.
Somebody has to teach it to you. A man has to teach it to you at that.
You had me pull out earlier, or I think you had the brother pull out about the. Or I think I pulled out. I forget about. I think it was Jeremiah who talks about
9:16.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah. About leaders of the people causing the error.
No, not that one. It was no about basically about a prophet. The Lord setting a prophet to guide us.
Jeremiah 3:14.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, the Lord said he said a pastor. Yep, that's
Yeah.
The Lord said he said a pastor. According to that, about to lead you to God and understand.
Yeah, yep.
Right? So the Lord set up men to teach other men. Well, we just read it on Matthew 5, Matthew 10. The Lord said he sent these 12 forth. All right? He told them what to talk. He said, go preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's what we're doing. Start with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. That's exactly what we're doing. All right? On a smaller level, they had powers and all that. But really, because when you look at it, well, I don't like that. I don't want to say that, but like Elder Tar always said, we know more than they do. Way more than they do.
Oh yeah, the elders.
Yeah, God. Yo, Elder Tar, they always say that, which is true.
Yeah.
Way more, because when they broke down a lot of the Bible, I mean, you read the book of Daniel, when he telling you about all the Greeks and the Romans and all that, he had no idea what he was talking about at all. He had no clue what he was talking about. That was centuries away from happening. What the hell is a Greek? What the hell is a Roman?
God.
That was centuries away from happening. He was in the medieval persons that he came into power in. So we had no idea what the hell he was. John, St. John, not St. John, Revelation 19.
Yeah, John, yeah, kind of, yeah.
World War I.
I was thinking that, yeah.
All right, we saw locusts and fire. What was that talking about?
And also the nuclear destruction. John thought he thought he was seeing stars, but he said it was stars.
Yeah, God.
From heaven, but it was actually the missile.
Yeah, he showed him a woman, which represented America. The beast with 7 heads. He saw a beast with 7 heads and 2 horns.
Yep.
That was symbolic for the beast system. They don't need you.
And the white horse.
Yeah, the white horse, the red horse.
The red horse, yeah.
They didn't know what I was talking about. The spirit of power, beyond my should be outside, giving the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to our elders, and teaching us. We know what it's talking about now. All right. So what was that?
Acts 8 and verse.
Okay, God. You read no man should some man should guide you.
Yeah, God.
All right, Kyle, we good with that thing. All right, what was another? Oh, it's some more.
John.
Oh yeah, John down. Yeah, look at that too.
Okay. All right. Verse 22. Again, Matthew 7, verse 22. It says, many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works?
Did it start raining?
It did.
Yeah, it looked like
For right now, yeah.
I said, we got more reason we go out there.
It's up to you, brothers.
Yeah, nothing's kind of great over there, but
You know what I'm saying? They said, they don't ride with it. I was spirit on it. Anyway.
Verse 23, it says, Then will I profess unto them, I never knew thee. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
Right, that's working iniquity, man. Alright? You know all this wisdom, God, you understand it, but you don't pay homage to the man the Lord gave it to. You talk shit about the man the Lord gave it to. And said, God gave it to you. In the Revelation.
that's what I'm gonna add as well. Like one of the things I like to bring out, brother, taking advantage of what the Lord gives us for the righteous reason.
Yeah,
That's not taking advantage of it for the righteous reason.
and also the scriptures talk about giving double honors to the elders. Like,
Give honor to the elders who will.
yeah. Like the brother said, even if you don't got, you may not have something to give, still give double honors. Now, you can do that. That's free. You gotta pay to give double honors.
Yeah, doing this is serious. Let's go back and then see. I was watching out there and Joe Arden talking about who was talking about him and them. What does he have to do? What does that have to do with anything? All right. The scriptures speak about Israelite born. We're supposed to give examples of that.
Yeah, right.
When Slim say this Israelite born, that's scriptural. Yeah. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. That's scriptural, man. You see, every time you go catch other time doing a video about playing the harp. I play the harp. That's a waste of time. Playing the harp over here. I don't even want to. I was just thinking I wouldn't even do those videos. You probably do.
Yeah, they probably
No,
don't.
man.
You probably don't even play it good.
Yeah, he probably suck at it. Man. He probably ain't even good at it.
Right.
This is crazy, man. Oh, where is that? Oh, we got our
John.
not yet. This is an example. One scripture they say about the miracles. All right, because people are going to get healed by the good of the Lord.
And a lot, it's from my ad, a lot of the apostles did miracles. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Apostle Paul, when that dude was asking for something, the Apostle Paul was like, money, I don't have no money, but I give you something. I think he.
Yeah, I think that was
Peter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like.
Yeah. He said, money I have none.
Yeah.
That was Peter. Yeah, it was healing people. Yeah, it was healing people around healing people. Like, Lord Yahweh shot. He's supposed to be read that.
This is the book of John 9, verse 1.
And the Lord said, we'll do greater.
Yep.
Right?
That's true.
As Yahweh Shah passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. Verse 2. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?
It shows the Most High get you, man. Either you or your seed or whatever the Most High get you, man. That's why the disciples asked that. He said, well, why is this man blind? When you read in Deuteronomy, that's a curse. If you blind,
To be blind, yeah.
yeah, it's a curse.
Would it come out with like missing limbs or anything in the sort?
Yeah, shake God, yeah.
Conjoined twins.
Yeah, all that is a curse. We should get that. Let's get that. What's that? Deuteronomy,
I'm holding verse 9. I'm holding verse 3.
All right, let me find that. Oh, that's Leviticus. Leviticus.
I can't find it, but how does it go?
Speaks about super. Hold on. It's not. I forget exactly how it's worded. Yeah, Deuteronomy 20, 21, and 16.
You got it, brother?
Yeah, I got it. All right, this is
Yeah, when people say that's a curse, man. You're blind. Like the brother said, you come out missing limbs, crook back, a midget, a dwarf, little people. What they call little people, that's a curse. All that stuff is a curse.
we call for
Great deformity in the nose and all that's a curse. All right, you good? Deuteronomy 21, 16. I mean Leviticus 21, 16.
All right, this is Leviticus 21, verse 16. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron, saying, Whosoever he be of thy seed in their generations that have in blemish, let him.
Blemish is like a curse. Like it's something wrong with you.
A deformity, you want to say?
Yeah, like your nose and shit. leprosy. You see a lot of chicks with them big ass patches.
Yeah.
All this thing has leprosy, man. They're unclean
That's true.
lepers.
Talking about like
Vitiligo.
like a white.
Yeah, they have like a big
like
white
a cow or
patch.
some shit.
Yeah, they'll be dark, and then that's leprosy.
I see
man.
way more women with like. with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's
I
a
see
good
way
point.
more women
Way
with
more
that.
women like that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a supermodel. I forget her
Yeah.
name.
Ronnie Harlow, they
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Harlow. That's
Yeah.
the name.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, that bitch, she unclean, man. She around that. Did I forget what they did a lot? I forget
Yeah, he said it. Vitiligo. Something.
Yeah,
Vitiligo.
Vitiligo.
Yeah, see that? That's not beautiful. That's cursed, man.
There
That's
was.
not cursed, man.
I went to a school with a female that had that shit.
You don't really see too many dudes with it.
I went to school with a lot of albinos.
Right?
I saw a lot of albinos.
Yeah,
like,
albino-
down
albino.
south, I saw a lot of albino brothers.
Yeah, God. Well, like Esau. Esau is a leper.
He was-
He's a clean leper. Or you can be around him. All right, but that's a good point. And when you said that about women, it made me think about Miriam.
Miriam.
Moses
Yeah.
and Moses' sisters.
Yep.
Rebellious, man. All right, that's why the Lord probably hit women with a lot more because women are rebellious. Think about it. Are you there?
Let him not approach to offer the bread of his power. For whatsoever man he be that have a blemish, he shall not approach. A blind man or a lame,
Right, a blind man or a lame cripple. Are you there?
or he that have a flat nose,
Right, he's going to be in the nose with him. Right, there.
or anything superfluous,
Right, there.
or a man that is broken footed,
Right, can't walk.
or broken hand,
Right,
or
right.
crooked back,
Crooked back. You see a lot of evil right now. Crooked back.
or a poor,
Right, poor.
or that have a blemish in his eye,
Right, blind with him. Or some like a scab or some shit. That one Jay I seen oh that shit fucked up, man. That when I was little. They used to put that patch over his eye. All right, and he had like his eye was dead, but it was fucked up, man.
It was like it was dead. No, you
Yeah, like, yeah.
no, would it be like when a lot of
It's like-
guys say they got like glaucoma in their eye or something like that?
You know, like
Like a lazy eye or something?
You
Like
know, like
lazy
when
eye?
dogs get
Yeah, like that too. Lazy
I'm
eye
trying to think about
Yeah,
that.
too.
You know, like when dogs cataracts. Like you think about cataracts? Like when they have their eye, and it's like you can look inside their eye and see there is no color there. That means that they just can't use it.
It was like white and red, and it was just fucked up. I think it was in the military or something like that. That's why the problem was got it. This is when I was young, right? I think he's dead now. I ain't seen him. That nigga fucked up.
Speaking of that though, I did see a lot more fucked up Jakes when I was a kid, bro.
Lot more.
When I was, being around our family members and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Going to whatever family gathering was going on, I saw way more.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But it's the flip side of that too, because a lot of people are blind. I wanted to read that first. Then we get that John 9. A lot of people that are messed up now, in a bad shape or whatever, all right, the Lord can be an example. Go bring it to the man of the Lord heals him.
I got an account of that too.
All right,
In
Con,
the book of Mark.
you ran out there.
Yeah,
Let's get that real quick.
You want me
Yeah,
to
that's
go now? Okay, I got you.
Well,
This is
yeah.
John 9, verse 3. Yahushua answered, neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents,
right.
but that
he
the
didn't
word.
sin. It's like he didn't sin or his parents didn't sin. But that shows that, like being blind and all that, that's a curse.
God.
All right, he could have sinned, or his parents could have did some wicked shit, and he put the curse on his kids, and the Lord put the curse on their kids.
That's not like him.
That's you, right, man. The spirit right out, man. That's spirit, man. I was just like him. Lord didn't get him, he got his son. All right, see his son really coming back anyway. Well, not really, but I was about to say his son coming back anyway. But yeah, man, the Lord didn't get him. Didn't get him. I get the truth. That'll hurt worse. All right, you get your kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause you want to see your
Oh yeah, that's true, man.
Jacob want to see your partner's me, your partner's him. But that'll hurt you more if I get your kids.
That's true. Yeah.
Hurt them, and it'll hurt you.
Right about that.
Because you did shit. Now your kid got to pay for it. And you got to deal with that in your head. You're the reason why your kid got that.
You gotta carry that weight with you.
You got something you got to deal with. So a lot of people can't deal with that. A lot back in the ancient world, probably a lot of people couldn't deal with that.
Yeah, man.
The kids will come back messed up. Damn, man. What did I do? But that's another story. You go ahead, Mike.
I got you. You want me to reread it?
Yeah, kind of go ahead.
And Yahushua answered, neither hath this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him.
All right, so that's going to happen. People might be blind, people might be crippled. All right, and you bring them to the man of the Lord allows them to be healed. All right, that's just for an example to show the power of to glorify Yahweh Shemi Yahushua. The power of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua. That's going to happen. All right, because people will be coming to the elect and saying, well, I heard you got healing powers, then the Lord heals you. The Lord allows that man to heal you. And that's going to bring that fame. Like, this man healed. All right? Just like when the Lord Yahushua was going around doing miracles. He was going around and telling them, like, because one time he had to run because they wanted to say, he perceived that they wanted to make him a king, and he ran. He ran away.
You know when he fled to the mountains, wasn't it?
I think so. Either that or he got on the boat.
Okay.
I think one of them, yeah.
It might have been that way, actually. Went to the boat.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, he ran because he said he perceived that they were going to make him a king, so he ran. It wasn't time.
Yeah, it was time for that, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't time for him to be glorified on that level again. Now we're coming into that time when he's about to be glorified.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy.
All right? I think that's it.
Verse 4.
Yeah,
This one more says, I must work the works of him that sent you all in his day.
right, I was, yeah. I was working, he said, sickly while in his day. It's good to say, what it say, the hour coming with no man can work. Yeah.
I got you.
That's probably too for time running out, and it's true.
If they have the word and everything.
Yeah. The daytime will be like, now let's be able to teach you.
Yeah.
All right, but when the night comes, you can't teach anymore.
Nighttime be looked at as dark times coming.
Dark
time the prophet entering into.
Yep.
So we want to read it.
That's it. Yeah, you can read that.
This is John 9, verse 4. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work.
Right, the night coming when no man can work. All right, so that's when the Lord, like what it said, when the scripture, Amos 8:11 comes back. You can't go on the highways and the byways no more. You can't do the All right, right, you said make good moves in our ministry. All right, make sure you get enough work while it was still daytime.
Yeah.
Because when the night comes, it's over with. Yeah, but you better believe when destruction coming, when they clearly see how many chicks will come out here who've been doing this, they've been like for a long time, come out here and start trying to do work.
It's gonna be a lot of
them, bro. A lot of them. It's just been hiding all this time.
Yeah, the majority of them, like me speaking as a man, the majority of them might get put to death while they trying.
You can't probably.
Because it's gonna be very dark times, man. Like you quoted us on, in these times you should do greater things than not. So it's like it's not gonna be any more time for the word or any more bark, man. It's gonna be time for the fight. So it's gonna be time for us to get busy. When the enemy comes in like a great flood, all of that quickly approaching, man.
No, by that time, all hell be broken.
Yeah.
You can't come out here. You can't come. There's 1,000 people out here fighting. You come out here for that, man.
That's why scripture say. That's why scripture say, seek thy creator's days without you when the evil days come not.
While that as well, like I always said, for my servant shall eat, for my servant shall drink, for my servant shall rejoice with joy of heart.
It's all about serving the Lord when things are good, not when shit pop off and now you want to repent. Nah, man. Before all hell break loose. That's how you know you're sincere. Before all hell break loose, turn to the Lord.
It's easy to do it here when it's all hell breaking.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
It says in the scripture, man, seek out the Lord while he is near.
Spirit, Israel.
I would say that was that one car that drove by that
She
way.
always around, bro. But yeah, man, yeah. Then you won't be able to do that, man. Them days will be over with doing that. Going out on the highways and byways. The Lord pulls the world. The job is good, nigga. Let it sit. So what are you doing now? Are you come out here and start teaching in chaos? People are shooting down and shooting all over the place. So what's it? Yeah, you out here screaming like, come on, man, it's over.
That's not
Time is up.
That's not being walking circumspect either, man.
Yeah, kind of.
Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove.
You run out. Be wise as a serpent. Is that wise? Come on, when there's a gunfight going on in downtown, come out here and try to teach us not wise. All right?
Yeah.
I got a precept. I wanted to.
I didn't get yours.
All right, kind of. Yeah, it's a couple verses, anyways.
All right,
All right, this is Proverbs 1, verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Right, seek you earlier. That's fine, man. All right, just get the word to be over. Let this people be sealed. All right, the Lord ain't making the Lord had an exact number, 144,000, or however many the 1/3 is. The Lord ain't gonna put it, or now he's going out there, so I'm gonna add it to the list. No, it's too late. Like the brother quoted earlier, Ecclesiastes 12 chapter. Seek the Lord, seek that created the things that I use for the evil day come out. The evil day is with Jacob trouble. You can't come out here and teach no more.
Yeah.
So what were you doing? Hey, brother, give me that hide that talent and the napkin.
Oh yeah.
Put no man put the camera
Terrible.
push it. So bring that out. It'd be too late, then.
But I got a quick precept.
Yeah.
I mean, but I had a couple for. I had like. Yeah,
I got a Hosea 4:6.
I had the account of Yahweh Shah taking out the legion of demons from that.
From that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I got time. This is the book of Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thee and thy children.
Right, that should be no priest.
Like you were saying, man. I was gonna say, like you were saying, man, them trying to come out to the highways and byways last minute to preach, trying to get it in at that time. Nah, man, it's pretty foolish.
Yeah. By that time, the internet gonna be shut down anyway.
Yeah, what we gonna post it in?
Right.
We didn't say we gotta post it in, but you still come out here.
Well, yeah.
I mean, in the midst of chaos, nobody's gonna be.
That's not wise, like brother said, that's not wise. Not at all wise.
And back up to that, we get Amos 8:11. The scripture say they should wander to and fro and see the word of the Lord. They should not find it.
Not only that, that's
The
be
true
tempted the
prophet
Lord.
will be gone.
That was that be tempted the Lord too, because you'll be coming out here, gun, like all the fighting and all that, you shooting and all that. You sitting right here and you tempted the Lord, man.
That scripture to back that up. We get at an account where Yahushua was dealing with Satan. And he said, "Thou shalt not take the Lord thy power." He told him to cast himself off the mountain.
And then when he brought him up to the top, he said, "You can have all of this."
Yeah. And I think that's Matthew 3, ain't it? Next. Oh, you go ahead and get yours. Yeah, that's a good account, because like the brother said, that's like tempting the Lord. Even the Lord Yahushua, even though the Lord would have delivered him out of that, because he had to go up on the cross, because the Lord had it, so he could have jumped off the mountain. But he said, "Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power." Don't come out here and gunfire. I know the Lord's going to protect you. How you know that? You know that shit.
Yeah, God.
How you know that? Gunfire
That's it,
too, man.
God.
Tempt the Lord.
Yeah.
Especially when the scriptures say, the angels of the Lord that kept around them that feared them.
That's
All right,
true.
but we're doing the work now.
Yeah, God.
While it's still the evil day comes out. But as far as when the evil day comes, we gonna go, no, it'll be over.
If I'm
Job is done.
like you just said, not only are we doing it before the evil day comes, but we're doing it while we're still in the grace period. A lot of everybody else are trying to come afterwards, man.
The grace period will be over. So now the Lord, that hand ain't gonna be around to protect you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come out there and preach in the midst of chaos. And the Lord gonna protect me. You don't know that. How do you know that? You don't know that.
793, right? Is that the one?
Oh no, that's not. Hold on, it might still be the you go ahead, Mark.
With the account or
Yeah, come on.
all right, come on. This is the book of Mark, chapter 5, starting at verse 1. It says, and they came over into the other side of the city.
Oh, I got you. Matthew chapter 4, verse.
4?
No.
Yeah, 6. Start at 5. All right, slide.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, and they came over into the other side of the sea, into the country of the Gardenians. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains.
All right, so this man had heavy demons on. He was living in a graveyard, man. Heavy demons, man. Yeah, I think that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's not far fetched neither, though.
Yeah.
You can see that today.
Not even going to you see a lot of them goddamn Edomites doing that.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we already know not to fuck with that. I'm not going over there.
But if a Jake, he totally bugged out of his mind for whatever reason, drugs, ultimately demons.
Yeah.
You'll see a Jake right there.
You just say the Most High God is living,
Not the dead.
Supposed to be living around dead bodies, man.
And if I'm not mistaken, is it touching a dead body unclean according to the law? Verse 4, it says, because that he had been often bound with feathers and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the feathers broken into pieces, neither could any man tame him. And always night and day he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with the stones, it's like with stones.
Right, he's cutting himself, running around, crazy, like attacking people,
Bugging out.
bugging out. Yeah.
Bugging out.
You got people like that now. They might not
Yeah.
be living in the grave, but you see people out here, like the brother in one always tells us about the brother that was arguing with the stop sign. You understand the stop sign? Yeah, them demons. And he got everything. Hey, the Lord said, man, the Lord, they cast them demons out.
Y'all heard y'all heard about the story of a man, he was on some type of drug.
Then you talking about Miami when he ate the dude face?
Yeah, I know I was talking about that. Yeah, God.
I
Yeah.
was down there.
Bath salt.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
I
yeah.
was in school down there at the time. That happened probably about like that probably happened like not even 25 minutes away from the school, bro. That was crazy. I was in school down there.
Yeah, that's the spirit of God.
Yeah.
Like, one of y'all brothers gonna bring it out.
Yeah.
That's the spirit, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He fucked him up, and not only did he eat his face, he ate a couple bullets too, bro. It was a J
For
that
real?
was off the bath sauce. It was a J. He had cornrows and everything. It was an Edomite that he ate the face off of. Like, say if we was all in school, bro, we was all around the MacBooks and shit. You know, we looked it up. We looked how to do the face. Oh my God.
Was he dead?
No, he wasn't dead, but he was just fucked up, bro. Like, the dude was
God,
dead eating his
bro.
face,
Yeah,
bro.
he was, yeah.
Like,
That's
and they shot Jake a couple. They had to shoot him a couple times, bro. They had to.
They were strong.
yeah,
Yeah,
real talk,
shit.
man.
You get in a fight with a dude got deep, you can't quite touch it, knock him out.
But you know the strength they have,
Yeah,
bro, like,
man.
the speed, the strength, and everything is a little different.
That's
now,
crazy, man. That's
Gotta put them to sleep, man.
yeah.
Get out of there or something, man. Can't be around them.
Verse 6, it says, but when he saw Yahweh afar off, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice and said, what have I to do with thee, Yahweh, thou son of the Most High, Yahweh? I adjure thee by thy
The demons know Yahweh shot. I used to count in the book of Acts. Paul, I think it might be in Acts, where the dude tried to cast out a demon. He told him, Paul, I know Yahweh shot. I know who is he?
Oh, yeah,
Demons know. What is that? You know what that said?
He said that's what the demon said to him.
Yeah, that's heavy, man. You can talk to spirits.
Yeah, he said, Paul, I know Yahweh shot. I know who is he?
That's crazy.
He was trying to cast out a demon.
Like present day term. I fuck with him.
Yeah, but who is
Present day term.
We probably put in, I think,
Yeah, I
right?
got it, brother. All right.
It's in Acts.
Yeah, it's Acts 19, chapter.
Yeah, the demons know people, man.
That's-
Certain people, like somebody like Elder Tahar, demons know
Yeah,
Elder
they,
Tahar.
yeah.
All the apostles, all four. Elder Tahar, Ramadan, Rakam,
Oh, yeah.
higher up brothers in the truth. And Elder Ariana and Elder Yashimova.
Perform good.
That's good. I think it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's like, seven guys know. Demons know, man. All right, you good.
All right, this is Acts 19 and verse 13. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits.
Right, they had evil spirits on them. All right.
The name of the Lord Yahushua, saying, we adjure you by Yahushua whom Paul preacheth. And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew, and chief of the priests, which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahushua I know.
Right, the spirit answered and said, what?
Yahushua I know,
Yahushua I know.
and Paul I know,
Paul I know.
but who are ye?
Right, who are ye? Who are you? All right, the new demons know, man. They know it's higher up brothers in his truth. They're going behind them in his truth. The demons know, man. All right?
And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them
Perfect time, man. That's perfect spot.
and prevailed against them.
Right.
I gotta get it. Like you're doing that shit, bro.
Verse 16. And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them and prevailed against them.
Right, the evil spirit jumped on them. They came and prevailed against them. They didn't have that power, man. Demons didn't know.
nigga. Oh,
Right,
goodness.
you have a house, nigga.
Nigga shit right here.
All right, Johnny Cash out there. Also, right? They didn't have that authority.
Sloppy, brothers.
All right, you good? Y'all good? Like, y'all good. But yeah, they didn't have that authority. They didn't have that power. When y'all about Shimmy, I was shot. Yahweh, Jesus said, you know Yahweh shot, you call. All right, so there you go. Special men, man. Special guys. Special quality man, I man. Especially the Lord Yahweh shot and the Apostle Paul. All right, he's on the earth today. All right, who's that? That's it. Okay. Okay, right.
Back in Matthew 5, verse 7, it says, "And cried with a loud voice and said, What have I to do with thee, Yahweh Shah?"
See, he knew who Yahweh Shah was. It's like that the demons in the book of Acts, who called it, the Lord Yahweh Shah was. All right, yeah.
Thou son of the Most High, Yahweh, I adjure thee by thy power that thou torment me not.
Doing it by that power, so demons were tormented by Yahweh Shah. All right, that's the power of Yahweh Shah, man. All right, yeah.
For he said unto him, Come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. And he asked him, What is thy name? And he answered, saying, My name is Legion, for we are many.
Right. So there you go. The Lord cast all of them out. That's the count we put him in the swine, right?
Yeah.
Pigs, yeah.
Verse 10, it says, And he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country. Now there was into the mountains a great herd of swine feeding, and all the devils.
Swine is unclean. And unclean spirits, and Lord put him in an unclean animal.
Pig.
Yep.
The kind of, yeah, swine is a pig.
Yep.
Just in case you got some guy. Swine's not a pig. So,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, there's dudes that came with that argument saying the swine's not a pig. And what is it then?
When you look at the definition of a swine, literally you look at the swine definition, it says 2 words, pig.
Yeah.
It literally says
looks like a
a
swan.
pig.
Though,
Yeah,
like,
it
it
does.
suits. It just looks like a swan. I'm
It literally says a pig.
Yeah, I mean, that argument. This old swine is not a pig. Kosher swine. Kosher. What the hell is kosher? All right, man. Oh, you got it.
I remember somebody had told me that eating swan wasn't against the scriptures. Eating swan is a sin.
Yeah, because they'll say swine is something else. Some dudes came with it and said swine is not a pig.
That's crazy.
And what is it? It's another kind of animal. What is it? What animal is it? Why I know not to eat it? The Lord clearly said don't eat it. Just crazy. Anything that eats swine, man. It's just crazy, man. That's what the Lord said in Isaiah 65 that eat swine flesh. The Lord clearly says eat swine flesh. That shows a sign of a wicked nigga, man. Love that swine, man. Make excuses for it.
Oh man, you can't paycheck without eating pork, without eating bacon.
bacon, smothered pork chops, pulled pork, fucking
All of them.
all of that.
It look disgusting, man. I look at that shit like eating a damn possum now, man.
I look at
I
that
never
like,
do shit like that.
nah, never, bro. It make me sick in my stomach even thinking about it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Verse 12, it says, And all the devils besought him, saying, Send us into the swine, that we may enter into them. And forthwith Yahushua gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine. And the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. They were about
himself. He ran and jumped off the edge off himself. All right? Yeah.
says there were about 2,000 and were choked in the sea.
See, 2,000. That's the least, ain't it? 2,000? Something like that?
Yeah, right.
Something like that, yeah. Come, we gotta look it up.
This is Mark, the book of Mark,
Okay.
5th chapter. And they that fed the swine fled and told it in the city and in the country. And they went out to see what it was that was done. And they came to Yahushua and see him that was possessed with the devil and had the legion sitting and clothed and in his right mind. And they were afraid. And they that saw it told them how it befell to him that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine. And they began to pray him to depart out of their coast. And when he was coming to the ship, he that had been possessed with the devil prayed him that he might be with them. Howbeit Yahweh suffered him not, but said unto him, Go home to thy friends, and tell them how great things the Lord hath done for thee, and had compassion on thee.
Right, what great thing the Lord has done for thee, had compassion on thee. The Lord gonna have compassion on a lot of his people. A good number of people that are injured in these times, the Lord gonna have his men to heal them. All right, that's the Lord having compassion on them, because without the Most High giving the thumbs up for that, we can heal anybody. Most High would have to give the thumbs up and say, okay, you can heal him, you can heal him. Most High would have to give the thumbs up for that. That's the Most High having compassion. That's why the Lord Yahweh shall always say, give glory to the Heavenly Father Yahweh. Now we give glory to Yahweh and the Lord Yahweh shall.
Yep. That was
Rightfully so, that's it?
Yep.
All right, yeah.
This is book of Matthew 4, verse 5. Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city and sitteth him on a tabernacle of the temple.
Right, now this is the Lord when he had
Where he was tempted by Satan.
tempted by Satan, yeah. And this is the Lord now. So if somebody, the Lord Yahweh Shah said this, his only begotten son said, that I'm not gonna tempt the Lord. I'm not gonna jump off this mountain. All right? Like Satan said, at least he dashed his foot against a stone, so he wouldn't have got hurt. But the Lord said, I'm not gonna do that. That's tempting the Lord. So you a guy coming out, haven't been doing anything this whole time, giving our help reasons, you want to come out here and try to teach. Like the brother said, that's like tempting the Lord. It's gunfire, to be gunfires in the streets, civil war, protests, dangerous protests, and that.
Very
uproar.
dangerous.
Not even protests, yeah, uproars.
uproar, yeah.
It's gonna be an uproar. It's not even gonna be niggas out here with picket signs. Niggas gonna be out here.
It's gonna be black versus white. It's gonna be black versus white. Trump versus Biden.
Why?
Because like Biden got some heavy supporters, man. It's a majority of them around here.
Yeah, Con. Then I said, I was thinking about that through the spirit. He's just speaking as a man. I think what they really want to do to get these people stirred up. Cause we got arrested in the Mar-a-Lago.
Oh yeah, that made them people go crazy.
Yeah, they was down there on blocks, seeing up blocks.
Not only that, even some sheriffs like denied what they were supposed to do in their job, and they started doing something too, bro. Like,
yeah, they look at him like he's a real guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about Biden?
No, Trump.
Oh, talking about when they stormed that Capitol?
Yeah.
When they raided his house.
His house.
Oh yeah,
Like they was down there in minutes, ready to fight, man. And now they said they think that he had the secret. He was selling them on the black market. So I was thinking, like, he's speaking as a man. They probably want to arrest him and then piss them crackers off, man. And that's really
gonna
piss
piss
them
a
off.
lot of crackers off, bro.
Start raiding buildings and all that. And then, somehow Jacob be the bitch of that somehow. Jacob always around somehow. And then it'll stir up.
If I may add as well, I was gonna say, like, it's already a whole bunch of Edomites ready to take up arms against the government, bro.
Ready.
So like the majority of them probably on Trump's side, bro. So like whatever the radar is, if the siren goes off for it, bro, they gonna go crazy.
And they think Trump is really there for them when he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the machination and all these. The reason why the dollar is worth nothing because them checks that Trump signed. Trump signed the checks. Them stimulus checks. Yeah, only $7 trillion pumping into the economy. That's what really killed your dollar, man. People were pissed off at Biden that Trump signed the checks. $7-8 trillion. He's rolling his name on it. These crackers still out here talking about ready to go to war for this devil. And he's pushing the vaccines.
If I may
He
add
signed
as
up
well.
for the vaccine. Operation Warp Speed. That was Trump side. That wasn't Biden.
If I'm mad as well too, like say with the stimulus checks and everything, yeah, the regular person got like what, $1,200. A lot of people don't look that up, but it was $1,200 to buy a slave back there. So a lot of people they took that tour. It was, man.
On top of that,
yeah, it was. But
and
it was
they take the dollar more. Because they devalued the dollar. They put more, like in the last 3 years, what is it, like 80% of the currency has been printed in the last 3 years? Or some shit like that.
No,
When the pandemic started.
they made the rich richer though, bro. Because like the
Yeah,
people that already
yeah.
had money, they benefited greatly from that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, like
greatly,
Walmart and all
bro.
that.
They benefited greatly from that, bro.
They mad with Trump. The reason why, man, he's still pushing the vaccines. It's killing people.
Wasn't Trump the reason why they stormed the Capitol building?
Yeah, it's still him. Yeah. He told him to go do it. Well, he's not. He didn't did say.
He
go out
probably
there.
say directly, but he worded it.
Right.
Go out there and
intellectually.
protest.
He had to come all the way from Florida, man.
Yeah, it was. People waiting for Florida went up there. Now, they worship this devil, man. I seen a picture of him had his face up there like he's Jesus Christ. People were bowing down to him, watching his feet. No, they actually slacking. They had a picture of Jesus Christ washing Trump's feet. I probably look it up. After camp, you gotta look that up. After camp, you gotta look that up after camp.
That's funny.
Yeah, man, they look at this devil like he's a god. He think that's his only their hope, their last hope. She's really designed to destroy the country, just like Biden did. The same devil, same agenda, different devil.
Yeah.
All right. What was that?
I was holding.
No, I still got Matthew 4:6.
Oh yeah, constant like.
Okay, I got you, brother. This is Matthew 4:6. And saith unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear up thee, lest at any time thou dash a foot against a stone.
Right, so if he would have hopped off the mountain, the Lord would have jumped off the mountain. The angels would have got him because it had to be fulfilled that the Lord going on the cross. So the Lord would have got him, but the Lord said, "Nah, I ain't gonna do that." That's like tempting the Lord. All right, you get
And like Matthew 4:7, Yahweh Shai said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt thy Lord.
Right,
Or
that's
tempt the Lord thy God. So like,
right. That's not tempting the Lord that God, man. That's just like us going. It's a lion's den over there. We should only just go over there. Like,
Let's bring it to like
you don't know that.
present term. Like that's like us pulling up on a KKK rally
Yeah,
and us being like the only black person there saying fuck all y'all.
yeah, fuck all y'all got to the side.
Yeah, I'll whoop y'all out.
You know what I'm saying, bro? You asking for it. You know they got guns too, man. So yeah.
Dang, scripture just came to mind. Damn, man. Something about what is it? It is better to be a lion. I mean, it's better to be a lion, a dog than a dead lion.
Yeah.
What is that? That's in
Yeah.
Proverbs, ain't it? I think so.
I think it's a live dog.
It's better to be a live dog than a dead lion.
Yeah.
I think it's either in Proverbs or Ecclesiastes. Let me bring that out real quick up the show. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take shit look dangerous, man. Now we do believe the Lord protecting us, but again, we're not gonna do no crazy shit, man. Like jumping the lion's den. We're not gonna do that like that. That's tempting the Lord. Big
We'll put
time.
ourselves in like the middle of that fire if we don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah, I got it. This is Ecclesiastes 9, verse 4. It says, For to him that is joined to all the living, there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion.
Right, a living dog is better than a dead lion, man. All right, don't breathe. I'm going there. The Lord got me. I'm gonna go jump in the lion den, like David did it. Or like King David did. I'm going there and fight this lion.
I'm gonna jump in the volcano.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump in the volcano. I bet I come out alive.
Shit.
And the Lord got me. Nah, that's like tempting the Lord. Now, we do believe the Lord protects us, but because we're not gonna tempt the Lord, but we don't know. The Lord might. Oh, you wanna try me like? It's like, you wanna try me like that? All right, I'm gonna put you to death. Did it. We don't know.
There's a lot of people jumping into cages with alligators and all types of stuff.
That be good, like.
Now you have some Jake.
I seen the Jake. He was an alligator somewhere on the road. He caught it. He dumb as fuck, man. That nigga killed him, man.
Oh, somebody he threw it in the.
Yeah, he threw it back around. He put a trash can over it. Yeah, it is. Come on, I'm dumb as hell, man.
Like,
if I see, I'm not fucking with it.
like
Yeah,
that,
leave it alone.
like that dude, the alligator. What is the alligator hunter?
Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
The one that got killed by.
Perfect example.
The one that died from the stingray.
Yeah, the alligator didn't get like, what's that? Stingray got his
He
head.
pulled that shit out on live TV and just
Oh,
I heard.
off
Yeah, I heard.
KO, boy, on live TV. What else?
Yeah, hell,
These damn animals,
he-
bro.
Dumbass.
Yeah, he's like killed his son. An alligator almost killed his son.
yeah, he gonna get it eventually.
Man, alligators can play no shit now.
So the power of the Lord, he was the same thing. He get killed by a stingray.
I can't even tell you how many like videos that come up on like Facebook or something, or like on the internet that people getting at like salt, not just any crocodiles, nothing, saltwater crocodile.
Yeah,
Y'all seen about them, right?
They real vicious.
But no, they big as hell. They huge. They'll take down one of us, bro. Like that's how big they are.
Yeah.
They extremely big, bro. And I've seen on the web. I'll post some in the chat, bro. It's kind of gruesome, but people getting devoured by one, bro.
Yeah,
like they jumping in the water doing dumb shit, playing with them. You see them, they just watch
Yeah,
them,
right, yeah.
They hop on their ass, and from there it's a wrap.
You ever seen a horse kick somebody?
Oh yeah, boy. Oh my god.
That'd
I seen a horse do that in
be
person.
funny.
I ain't seen him get kicked in person, but I saw a horse do that in person,
Each
bro.
from the head is over.
Yeah, that's done. Done. Boy, them horses, bro.
No, I was done with that with Matthew.
There's one more on that, one more verse on that.
Okay.
Ecclesiastes 9, verse Ecclesiastes 9, verse 5. It says, "For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything. Neither have they any more a reward, for the memory of them is forgotten."
Right, so basically, man, it's best. Don't tempt the Lord, man. We believe the Lord is with us, but we're not gonna do some stupid shit, man. We're not gonna go out there in a gunfight and stuff like that. Especially when the Lord, we know when the time comes and it's time to pull back, we don't know. The internet will be gone. They'll probably outlaw the Bible or make it where you can't come on the streets at all or something like that. Then we know it's time to pull back. Like, no, I'm gonna push the word of the Lord.
They might say like,
doing
oh,
that, man.
preaching the word of the Bible is hate speech.
Yeah, when they say that, the Bible's hate speech now. No, I'm still going out there, man. The Lord gave me a call. Now it's time to go out there. All right. Then what happens? Go out there and get hurt. Put the death or hurt back.
I got a precept.
If I may
And the
ask,
hospital shut down.
like a quick analogy, man, we in the fourth quarter right now. Motherfuckers gonna pull up when the game over.
Game over.
Ain't gonna be nobody there.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, go, man.
I got a precept. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 17. 17. "Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. It's like, why shouldest thou die before thy time?"
Right, God, you thou not foolish, and why should I die over that time? Again, doing stuff like that, man, when the Lord pulls back, that's being foolish, man. It's not being smart. And now you're going to be getting the work in now, man. Again, like the Lord said, seek the Lord, it's like the scripture says, seek the Lord in the days of thy youth, before the evil day comes down.
It also says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
While he may be found. All right, like the Lord said also in Proverbs 8, and I read the scripture, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. You're supposed to seek the Lord early, not when it's too late.
Yeah.
Then it'll be too late.
How does that scripture go? He that believeth on me is not condemned, but he that believeth not is
Condemned
that
already?
John? That's
he
somebody
not
John.
condemned already because he did not believe something.
That's John 3.
Let's see if I can pull that up.
I think so.
That's John.
Say again, brother?
That's John. I think
Yeah, John 3 verse 8. I got it right here. John 3 verse 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God.
yeah.
Condemned already, man.
So adding into that, like the brother was saying, man, like the brother was saying, coming in after the game, man, the Lord commanded for us to do things now. So that being said, we got to do it now. And also, faith without works is dead. So us coming out here, us doing it shows that we believe, showing that we have our faith in the Lord.
Exactly. It's all based on faith. Nothing's going. Things are happening, but not on that level.
Yeah.
I said anybody can come out here with and teach now. This shit's going down. It's easy. See, I told you everything's going down. I told you it's going down. Now we supposed to prophesy means what? Say before, not say while it's happening. say it before it happens. That's how you know people. That's spirit. It all goes back to Ezekiel 32. All right, can we get on real quick though? Matthew 5 and
I got it.
Matthew 5 and 13, up in the shop. Then we go back. The brothers ain't got this. Go back to that. Guys,
Call for 19. I did that.
oh yeah, it's about that. Yeah. It's about that. You got another one? About it? You can bring yours out too. Okay, that. Oh yeah, it's like Matthew 5 and 13. It's like
The book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, and the 13th verse. It says, ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savior, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on the hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel.
right. So what a lot of Most High is giving us, basically giving us the light, which is his truth. We're supposed to let it shine before the bad times come. All right. Now. All right, good.
Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel.
Right, so you wouldn't light a candle and put it under the bush, you want the light to shine. You put it under a bushel up under the bed, it's not going to shine. Right? It's not going to give light. Lord set us up to get light, not to hide.
Right? And at the point of using the light to make something that's in the dark shine,
Yeah,
light up.
In the dark place.
Yeah.
The truth is, America's a dark place, and the truth is the only thing that's light.
America is that darkness, man, and through the Lord, through us, we're shining that light. That being said, we got to go out there to shine the light. We can't hide it.
That light in the dark world. That little light in the dark world.
And the scripture says, "Ye brethren are not in darkness."
That's
What give us the dark? What give us the light? It's truth. It's the light in the dark place, America. Well, the whole world really right now is a dark place under the so-called white man.
Yep.
All right.
God.
Back in the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, in the 15th verse, it says, "Neither do man light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on the candlestick, and it giveth light, unto all that are in the house."
Let give it light to all in the house. What house? The house of David. You got the light. It's truth. All right. The true house of David. The true house of David is on the highways and the byways before the evil time comes, not when it comes. Because again, if you tell me the winning lottery numbers the day it happens, it's don't do no good. Somebody already won. You gotta tell me before the lottery numbers come out, so I can go play it, right? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta warn people. Again, prophesy means to say it before. Tell people before it happens. While it's happening, who cares? It's happening. Now I'm trying to survive. Now I'm trying to survive. You should have told me beforehand. Now I could have got ready. Now I'm not ready now. Because of you. And there's a penalty for that too. Skip. But we're gonna get that in Ezekiel. There's a penalty for knowing the word and not teaching it, man.
Yeah.
Before the day of trouble comes.
In that Ezekiel 33.
Yeah, come. I'm saying it's a spirit. It all goes back to Ezekiel 33. Spirit. We've been all over the world. Now we're back to
Hold it down.
Your brother got one. Or somewhere.
Yes.
The book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, the 16th verse. "Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works."
Right, let your light shine before men they can see your good works. How do you do that? Coming on the highways and the byways and teaching the word on the internet. That's how you let your light shine, man. But again, before the days of trouble comes. And like the brother said, before then you won't put no really, like even Elder Bakar said it. Really, we push the word by way of the internet. That's really how the word got out. It's all this work on, because there was no camps in Lacey. There was no camps nowhere around us. All right? The internet woke us up. So really the word truly goes out by way of the internet. That's really how you make full proof of that ministry, by putting it on the internet. Because in your town, I mean, you can teach the people in your town, but how you gonna get the blood? You gotta get the blood off your hands. You can't get the blood off your hands by just teaching in your town. You gotta put it on the internet. That's truly so the whole world can hear it. That's what the elder in LA said. I remember the elder in LA said that. All right? You gotta teach the word, put it on the internet, not just in your town. And they're in LA, they're in a big city. All right? And they said, look, if you want to get the blood off your hands, you gotta put it on the internet. That way you can truly get all the blood off your hands. Then Israel got no excuse.
But from LA, it probably goes to Texas, Mexico, New Mexico. Like, it's hitting everywhere.
Yep. By way of the internet. How did the gospel go out? The Lord said the gospel should go out. Got the four corners of the globe, and this shall the income. The four corners of the globe, and this shall the income. How did that happen? The internet.
Is there a scripture that says that their speech is known in every language?
Psalm 19. Yep. There's no language, and there's no speech where their language is not heard. Roughly paraphrased. No speech where their language is not heard. Roughly paraphrased. Yeah, come. It says the world is going out. The word is going out throughout the world. What's that? www. World Wide Web. It's the internet.
That's crazy.
Everything's in the scriptures, man. And the elders and apostles of Great Millstone taught us that. Then some people say the Lord gave me that vision. I closed my eyes. I just witnessed Psalm 19 about here. Come on, man. You guys are ridiculous, bro. You guys are ridiculous, bro.
They heard it. Now they just want to give credit to where they heard it from.
Yeah, come. And they don't like it because the elders bash women. I love women, so you can't. Yeah, come on, man. Scripture say get on women, man. Scripture speak about getting on women. Stop.
The Heavenly Father using men to break down scripture to you. That ain't nothing new. The brother read it in what was that about Philip?
Yeah. Lord always sent up many teachers.
Ain't nothing new.
Always. The prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, it was teaching. It was one of the people. Oh, that's how the Most High always do. So why people look at it like it's something new now? It's always been like that. Lord always just said common men. Even the Lord Yahushua, when you read go in the book of John, the Jews said that he used to son of the Most High. He said, "Is this not the son of Joseph and
Yeah.
Mary that we know?"
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so he was just a regular dude growing up in Capernaum. Who was he? He ain't no, just told the carpenter's son. He ain't nobody, man. But he was the son of the son of the Most High. He's the Messiah, the King of Israel.
First spirit created.
First spirit
Ever
created,
created, man.
ever created.
The Savior, man.
Savior.
The Savior of the house of Israel. Good.
Yep.
That's just
And that was it, bro. You got some.
that's just stupid. It's like, bro. That was it. It's like one more. It says, "Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven."
All right, we're going to do glorify the names of Yahweh should be our shop. All right, and the Lord wants that done now, before the dark days come. He don't want it done on the dark day. He wants it done now.
While we're in the grace period, not when the grace period is over.
Right, like what I said, while the grace period, are we still in the grace period? Once the grace period is over, then what?
Shit, a wrap, buddy.
It's over.
It's a wrap, buddy.
We're working to get that grace.
I'm so old that Ezekiel, brother.
All right, Con, brother, we go back to that and then what God said.
All right, this is Luke 19 and verse 12.
That's all we got.
140.
He said, therefore, it's like this is Luke 19 verse 12. He said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. But
Good scripture, I forgot about this.
But his citizens hated him and sent a message after him, saying, "We will not have this man to reign over us." And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Then came the first, saying, "Lord, thy pound have gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. And the second came, saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 5 pounds. And he said likewise to him, be thou also over 5 cities. And another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin, for I fear thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou laidest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. And he said unto him, out of thine own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knowest that I was an austere man, austere man, take it up that I laid not down, and reap it that I did not sow.
Right, so basically, the Lord gave pounds to represent this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, the guy took it and he put it in his pocket, and he didn't teach it. And I'm just hold on to it. Say the Lord come back, and then I'll deal with it then. No, I'm supposed to take it, basically pass it out, man. Give it. This is just like money, just giving out free money. You get it.
Like the scripture said, man should be known by his fruits. Right? Is that working?
Wherefore, it's like verse 23. Did that cut you off?
No, that was it.
Verse 23. Wherefore, then gavest not thou my money into the bank, that at my coming I might have required my own with usury. And he said to them that stood by, take from him the pound and give it to him that have 10 pounds. And they said unto him, Lord, he have 10 pounds. For I say unto you, that unto every one which hath shall be given, and from him that hath not, even that he have shall be taken away from him. But those my enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. Hey, man. Hey, if you don't want to get right with the program, man, push this word, man, you're going to be destroyed, man. How much shot going to destroy you, man?
Hey, any brother know what that one scripture is? When the Lord kicked out that parable about the 2 sons. He told one to go and he told one to do something. And he said he was gonna do it, but he didn't do it.
And the one stayed at home.
The one said he wasn't gonna do it, but he did it anyway. I thought it was in Luke. Glad the brother want to look it up.
Yeah.
Good bucket show. That's a good one. I just thought about that one. It's either I thought it was in Luke, but I don't think it's in Luke. Cause he had one son and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna do what you told me to do." But then she said that he didn't do it. But he had one that said he wasn't gonna do it, but he wound up doing it. And the Lord said,
Matthew.
"Was it Matthew?"
Was it Matthew? I think it is Matthew. Is it Matthew 21, verse 28 to 32? A certain man who had 2 sons and came to the first and said, "Son, go work in the vineyard."
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
What?
You want me to go and pull it out, brother?
Yeah, come on, Buffalo.
This is Matthew 21, verse 28 to 32. Verse 28. But what think ye? A certain man had 2 sons, and he came to the first son and said, "Go, work today in my vineyard." Verse 29, he answered and said, "I will not." But afterward he repented and went.
Right, so that son, he said, "Look, I'm not gonna do it." All right, but then at the end of the day, he did it. So he's in the right. So today, in today's standard, even though we didn't, none of us probably say that, but a good example of that is Jonah. You know, the Lord made Jonah go do it. He said he didn't want to do it. Like he said, "No, I'm gonna go to what he went
Is that the one that got ate by the whale?
what is it? Tarshish, Spain. Yeah, Tarshish, Spain, same thing. He said, I'm going to Spain. It's Tarshish. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna do that. I'm not going out there to talk to them niggas." And then he went, and Mosai tossed him off the boat. He got swallowed by the whale and brought him back. And then that put the fear on him. So put the fear in him. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna go teach now." All right, he's ready then. Yeah, our forefather Jonah was ready then, but he did it after a while. You know, he was rebellious, but then he went ahead and did it. He repented. He went and did it. So that son was in the right. All right, are you there, bro?
Verse 30, and he came. Verse 30, he came to the second and said likewise, and he answered and said, "I go, sir," and went not. Verse 31.
Right, so he didn't go. He said he was going to do it, but he didn't do it. All right, so put it in the day standard. Get this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, all this, the love of the Lord, and all this stuff, sweet as honey. All right, you accept this truth. But then when it's time for you to go out and teach,
And feed the sheep.
no. You say you might, you're going to do it, but no, I ain't going out there, man. You know, you're being rebellious. It's good to say rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, man. And that prophecy also, that parable the Lord came out also proves that this is about action, not just lip service. All right, because he said he was going to, one son said he was going to do it, but he didn't do it. So he was wrong. He just did lip service. But the other son said, "No, I'm not going to do that." But he said, "All right, I'm going to do it anyway. Dad told me to do it, so I'm going to do it." He was in the right. Because why? Because he took action. That's what the truth is about, action. The book of Acts, the Acts of the Apostles. Taking action. Not just standing idle, man. Saying you're going to do something, you love the Lord and all that. Oh, the Lord said that with their lips they do honor me, but their heart going after their covetousness. Their heart is far from me. Yeah. Are you good?
This is
Yeah, but that's it.
This is Hebrews 6:10. For Yahweh Shemel Shai is not unrighteous to forget your works and labors of love which ye have showed towards his name.
Right, the works and labors of love show towards his name. He's doing this truth, so you're not doing it in vain. You're doing it for the kingdom of heaven. All right? I think the battery was broken. I said 15%. I think it said like 15%.
That should be enough, right?
It should be good, that, right?
Yeah, it is, Lord. It should. We should be able to finish up.
These Samsungs got some battery now.
I wish I was on point with charges.
We had one. Everyone we had, bro.
Man, I charge this thing to 100% before I leave. I'm out here, man. But it is an old phone.
That's an iPhone.
Oh no, that's Samsung.
iPhone.
That's it on that bill.
It's like it's a little bit, bro.
That's like, well, hey, let me bring that parable out with the sons again. I think if I ain't mistaken, the Lord asked who was in the right, who was in the wrong. I think so. How you get out there?
And that ye have ministered the saint. It's like in that ye have ministered to the saint and do minister. So yeah, that's it.
That's something.
This isn't my usual source to pull it up, but it pulled up first from his website.
Oh yeah, we good. That's
Okay.
I got something real quick. How are you ready? It's the book of Titus 1. Yeah, the book of Titus 1, starting at verse 15. It says, "Unto the pure, all things are pure. But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and conscience is
Right.
defiled."
It's like, 'cause at the end of the day, you really just don't believe. If you really believe, you would move in fear. You say, okay,
Oh, yeah.
the Lord's going to do all this, and He wants me to do this to be saved. All right, I'm gonna go do that. But really, you just don't believe. If you, let's say you an Israelite, you got all those scriptures and all of that, you don't go on the highways and the byways. You really just don't believe it. At the end of the day. You really don't believe that all this is going to happen. You know, it's not a big deal to you because you really don't believe. Scripture say, knowing the terror of the Lord will persuade men. So in order to do what? This work.
I still got the other one you made.
All right? Believe first and foremost to do this work. But really, at the end of the day, if you're not coming on the highways and the byways, you got this truth, you really just don't believe, man, at the end of the day. You're not worried about it because you don't believe. You don't believe it's going to happen.
You leave it in the natural.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But then when it all goes down, then you want to come out here after you see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what was that? In Isaiah or Ezekiel says, in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, it'll be over, man. The Lord not, they let it be sealed. That's it.
Hey, like I put earlier, since thou hast rejected knowledge, I also reject thee.
Yep. You rejected God. You had it now, but really you rejected it at the end of the day.
And like it also says, he not only is he going to reject you, he's going to laugh at your calamity.
And God, and he's gonna laugh at you when destruction comes. Yo, when you out here, somebody kick you in the face, hit you in the face with an assault rifle, most likely gonna be laughing at you, man. You down there begging and pleading for your life.
Getting jumped and
Get
beat up by military.
Yeah, come by UN troop. All right, most likely gonna be sitting in the heavens laughing at you, man, because you was BSing the whole time, man. All right,
You're a Tyrian.
they call it Tyrion, yep. It's good. Sirach 7, make them Tyrion turn to the Lord.
Yeah.
Where you get that too, Brother John?
I was thinking that scripture earlier.
You want to pull it up?
Yeah, come on.
Going back in the book of Titus 1, verse 16, it says, "They profess that they know the Most High, but in works,"
Bless you.
it's like the water. Titus 1, verse 16, it says, "They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny Him, being abominable,
Your work, they deny him, man. All right, do it up. It's like,
being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate."
read that part again. Being disobedient, you, man.
Titus 1, verse 16, it says, "They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny Him, being abominable and disobedient, and into every good work reprobate."
Right, being disobedient, man. All right, disobedient. Who? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Oh, let me get real quick. Revelation 21:8. What's gonna happen to them? They're gonna get the lake, man. For real. Another thing too. At the end of the day, Jake really just scared to come on highways and the byways. And scared, like the guy who's been killed. He's scared that somebody gonna see you.
Yeah.
Boss gonna see you. There's people I work with that see me. Boss they see, man, come on, man. It don't matter. Your job doesn't matter, man. Your family doesn't matter. And then they ain't gonna be able to say, when all hell breaks loose, what do you think they gonna be doing out here scrambling, man? All right?
All right, this is Revelation 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable.
Right, fearful and unbelieving. Fearful of what? Stand up for this truth. Come on the highways and the byways and teach this truth. They're fearful. Somebody might see me, my job, some stupid shit, man. They made them in the head, man. All right?
Scriptures talk about being fools for Hamashiach.
Yeah. It's supposed to be persuaded to like the fool, man.
A lot of people like to be fools for these rappers, for these record deals, for these labels.
Yeah,
Like to be fools
yeah.
for the internet to make money.
Yeah.
I'd rather be a fool for
Yeah.
doing dumb shit on the internet, bro.
That's
Oh
dumb.
my goodness.
Fuck.
Dumb
I
shit,
just
bro.
dumb shit.
Oh my goodness.
This Jake woman I seen just go around pranking people, starting shit with people. I'm gonna put your ass to death, man. Go out playing like that.
Y'all seen that challenge on the internet? They'll set themselves on fire. I go, they
Come on.
Nah, man.
The main ones I be looking at, bro, be Jake, and they Jake or Edomite. They go to Walmart or a public place and they start fucking with people, bro. Like this one dude walking around on the phone.
Little
He was
woman
like,
doing that. Yeah.
He will do walking around on the phone, but he was on the phone, got close to the dude. I know you should be eating all that candy, and then walked away. Like doing real ignorant shit, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of shit like that. That's how
Yeah, I
you
like
get
that
hit,
brother.
bro.
That's all. Yeah.
That's how you get
Yeah,
hit.
weird. Yeah, it'd be a woman standing there. So I like these. I like your millers. Then he got, oh yeah, I like the miller red. There's one Jake woman who was going around, be talking, it like a couple out, whatever. She would run up on him and just try to holler at the dude in front of the woman.
I have seen
This
that.
woman's a demon, man. She'll put that bitch to death, man. They shoot her ass, man.
Oh,
Shit
she
like
come
that.
up to the wrong lady.
Yeah, stab your ass some shit, man. Or messing with dudes, other crazy shit, man. Anything for a fucking view
Yeah, true.
or a dollar, man. A failing Federal Reserve, man.
Like that one government official that was twerking for votes.
Oh yeah, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twerking. She was on the head, like the head thing, whatever, trying to twerk for votes.
Tripping, dog. Tripping.
This
Some
places.
places.
Anything.
Wow.
Anything for clout, bro.
Tripping.
I'm holding that Ecclesiastes 5 or 7 though. Make no Terry.
Oh yeah, come on.
This Ecclesiastes
Yeah,
5 or
well,
7.
Yeah, it's clean.
Sloppy, go ahead.
It's all right, brother. All right. And murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burn with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Right, so if you fearful to stand up for this truth, you have your part in the lake of fire, man. Most High will burn your ass alive, man, in the lake of fire, man. All right, why? Because you scared to stand up for this truth. Scriptures, the Lord said, "Who will stand up for me? Stand up for me for the against the workers of iniquity." All right, the Lord tells us to prophesy against the so-called white man, all the wickedness that he's doing. All right, supposed to speak up and speak against it. All right, well, how are you doing that? Just sitting in the house all day. All right, on weekend, you can't do that, man. And I mean, the internet, man. The internet is the main way to push the word out, man. It don't take faith to get on the internet, man. It don't take no faith to do that. Go on the internet, just post videos on there. It don't take no faith to do that. You sit in your house in the air conditioning, drinking milk, or drinking coffee or whatever, or drinking juice, or eating cereal, then do a video. You're just chilling. You're in comfort. The Lord said, make that body a living sacrifice. How can you do that in your house?
Right? This makes your body a sacrifice.
No, you gotta come out in the elements and deal with the elements. And nobody can come up against you when they can, but it's the internet. All right? And then you gotta be, quick, show your knowledge and all that. Somebody come up on you and you gotta go to scripture. If you're in the house on the internet, you can take time to go to Google and do it. You know what I'm saying? Point is, you gotta be on the street. In the streets, that's how you show your faith.
Scripture say, in Proverbs 1, her wisdom cries without she other
Other voice in the streets, yeah.
And
She cheap as a compost. She got a good voice saying, "How long you simple ones you love simplicity." And the Lord also say, Isaiah 58, cry aloud, spare not. You can't cry aloud on the internet. You screaming at the keyboard, or screaming at home. Well, you can, but you come out, you gotta. And the Lord also say, prophesy to the wind. How can you do that in your house?
Unless you open up the window.
Yeah, you're out the window. How can they hear you? They would probably hear you, but he's probably homosexual. He probably want to hear that. Get the truth. That's like, what was that?
Oh yeah, that was it.
I got Ecclesiastes.
I think that might be it. I'm not going to be you got another secret before we
I got this is Ecclesiastes 5 verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Right, so you can't wait, man. As soon as you get this calling, not as soon as you get the calling, you can't just go out there a month after you've been in the 30 year Israelite, because you don't really know it. You don't know enough yet. You know a lot, but you really don't know enough to deal with people like that. All right, so after a certain period of time, like 6-5 months, then we go to the camp, listen to a camp, take notes, study. Then you build yourself up. What's coming to the camp, listening to the camp, that's being on the highways and the byways. That kind of being on the highways and the byways. All right, so then you building yourself up, then eventually you come into the camp, but that's how it works. All right, but if you just, I'm not going to do that, you go to the camp one time and don't come back. No, it's not. It's not. You know you got no fear, man. It's dead.
Just about. That is real deal.
That's the scripture the Lord want to end it on. Through the Spirit.
I'm going.
We almost at 2 hours.
Yeah, we're almost 2 hours. We're only like 2 minutes away. Yeah.
Ain't left, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, y'all present.
You got a freeze up? All right. It's like, I think that's it. Hey.
Yeah, that's it on that one, man. Unless you want to bring out this Ezekiel 33.
Oh, yeah. Bring that out. Then we'll close up with that.
This is Ezekiel 33 verse 3. if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
Right, which is what we're doing right now. Starting with the elders and apostles, the great millstone, and brothers breaking them down, blowing the trumpet, meaning go on the highways and the byways and teach the word. Put up videos on YouTube and teach the word. All right, that's blowing the trumpet.
What's like it, brother? Verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Right, so the blood should, so what it said, if he take warning, if you blow the trumpet, and the person not take warning, the blood's gonna be upon him.
Mm-hmm.
He had a guy that didn't listen. All right, do it up.
Verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warnings. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Right, so he that took warning, delivered his soul, he took heed. All right, here.
Verse 6. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet,
Right,
and
you
the
don't
people,
come on the highways and the byways, you don't do videos, just basically, I don't know what you're doing.
it's not fulfilling your lot.
Yeah, it's not feeling a lot, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lukewarm, basically, yeah. Really cold, yeah, lukewarm.
Ice.
Yeah, ice. Yeah, really cold because he ain't on the streets at all. A lukewarm person, he might be on the streets, but he might be iffy about it. And then he might do a video like once a month, twice a month. Yeah, that's lukewarm. Yeah, he's just cold. He ain't on the streets at all. He might do one video, the rest of his videos are rap videos on his page.
Right.
It was most definitely lukewarm.
And he telling you how to teach. He got rap, Busta Rhymes on his page. Lil Kodak Black. Are you there?
I got you, brother. And the people be not warned if the sword come and take any person from among them. He is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Right, so that blood's on that watchman's head because he didn't want him. He didn't go in the streets and warn nobody. He just kept it to himself. So he's going to die, and the person that didn't take he's going to die. All right? Are you here?
Verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word out at my mouth and warn them from me.
Right. 2 hours. Perfect. So you go out here, always in the byways, teach the word, and give them warning. All right? That's how it works, man. That's how it's going to work until time is up. Time is almost up, man. The devil about to shut the internet up, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? The devil knew Harari. He talking about all this virtual reality, all this bullshit. They about to shut this shit off, man. And that's going to be it. And the Most High will checkmate Esau, man. All right? So with that, we pray this lesson was edifying. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors to our elders and apostles of great millstone, Elder Tahar, and down to rule well. And peace and safety to you, brothers, pushing this truth and sincerity. We will say shalom to you, man.
Shalom.
Definitely Babylon.
That's Babylon, man.